I am Jadon Se, Golden Dragon of the Third Arc of Consciousness, and this is a message from the Dragon. Today's message, Dragon Healing, Part 3. Dear ones, in Parts 1 and 2, we explored ways of changing the concept of victimhood into a greater understanding that your higher self, your greater self, may be moving in mysterious ways to your greater good. And in the second part, Part 2, we have even looked for an opportunity to find gratitude on some level that this may have happened. Gratitude for the wisdom gained, the opportunities gained, the reset if needed, etc. Once that gratitude comes, Part 3 becomes quite simple. Dear ones, if you truly have done Parts 1 and 2, and you understand now that you are not a victim, you are never a victim, everything happens for a reason, and you have even found a way to be grateful for the deeper understanding that has come from this seemingly horrible experience. Dear ones, then you will be ready for Part 3, and it is quite simple. Once your heart feels you have completed the lessons needed from this experience, and you are even grateful for the experience, then it is simply time to let go of the suffering, let go of the situation that you are trying to heal. Thank it, dear ones, and dismiss it. Body of mine, on all levels, this physical body and everything underlying this physical body, I speak to you now. Thank you for suffering through this lesson that I needed to learn. Thank you for putting up with it. Thank you for teaching me these things on a certain level. I love you. You are the way for me to go about this world and experience and dispense with my purpose for being here. Yes, dear ones, thank your body. Thank every aspect of your body, all the way through to the realms of spirit, from skin to bone and beyond, the deeper levels, the deepest of levels. Your greater self creates your body in every moment. Every cell in your body divides through divine forces. Every function of your body that is so faithfully being carried out happens without your conscious effort. Dear ones, this is how all of reality works. Science may explain how cells divide, divisions and cell membranes and mitochondrial replications and this and that. But dear ones, these are just descriptions of things that are happening. They are not reasons. They do not explain why cells divide or what force causes them to divide or how it even comes to be. Each light worker knows deeply that there are forces far beyond the physical that are at work in every process of every body, in every life, in every beingness. So, let us then just speak to the whole sum total, our self with small s, and our greater self with the big, large capital S. I speak to you, myself. I am ready to heal. I am ready to move on. I have gotten the lessons, and I can decide. I am in charge of how this life unfolds here. I can decide to be healthy. I can decide for this cancer to go into remission and just vanish. I can decide for tissues to regrow, even nerves to be repaired. Dear ones, your medical industries have told you so many things about what is impossible to do with the body. Nothing, dear ones, is impossible so long as you do not take those words that it is impossible into your beingness and cement them there. If somebody tells you a broken spine, a severed nerve in the spine can never regrow, and you will be in a wheelchair for the rest of your life because it is not possible to repair such nerve damage, if you take that in, then it is your reality, dear ones. You will be overriding divinity's ability to heal with your free will by deciding that you are bound to this wheelchair for the rest of your lives. This can be said for any affliction to the human body, even limbs that were lost. Nothing is impossible unless you believe it is. So, speak to your body. This is the program now. I am no longer going to have any of these health issues. I am returning to my prime. I am returning to a state of grace and ease and health and well-beingness and full mobility, whatever it is. Speak in the positive. Do not give power to the problem. Do not focus on the problem. Focus on what your life looks like to be beyond that problem. This can be said for anything, dear ones, not just your health, anything that you want to manifest. There's that word, manifest. Well, dear ones, reality is not a New Age movement. It is just reality, okay? When you use your creatorship to do something, if you want to call it manifesting, you can. All this is creating your own world, your own reality. This is ascension. That is what it is. Moving into the ability to create worlds and live in them. What a concept that is for someone who seems to be bound to 3 and 4D reality. Well, you can do the same with your body. Indeed, it is possible for you to grow an entirely new body. It is even possible, if you get closer to mastery in these concepts, it is possible for you to have more than one body, even at the same time. That may be hard to believe, but, dear ones, I am just trying to shock you out of your sense of possibility. Drop any impossibility when it comes to your body from your vocabulary. There is nothing that is impossible when it comes to your body. Simply speak to yourself with the large S, the capital S, and say, I am ready to move forward in health and well-beingness, in grace, in ease, in vitality. I am the very life force that animates this body, and I declare that I shall be well. Indeed, I am well right now. When you do this, dear ones, you are putting a powerful message into what you might call the field. A powerful statement to the Eternal One, present everywhere, all the time, and all-powerful. You are simply putting your order in with the cooks for a beautiful lunch, or dinner, or whatever it is, maybe even a dessert. This is part 3 of healing. Declare your wellness. Declare it, dear ones. And just because you do not see it immediately does not mean it isn't already being brought to be. You have inserted into the field the intention to be well, and the field responds immediately. Do not be surprised if you are immediately healed. And if you are not immediately healed, just know that it is because the greater part of yourself has decided the divine timing is not correct for you to be healed at this moment. This does not mean you are not already healed. You have declared it. It is just that you are not experiencing quite yet the fullness of the healing. Do not doubt when you do not see it. Do not look in the mirror to see if that burn is going away. Do not look in the mirror to see if your new limb is growing back. Just know that you have put into the field that it will be. And in the fullness of time, in the fullness of being, in the right divine timing, it is already. That is part 3 of this dragon healing. I am Jadon Se, in love with your fullness of being, in love with your vitality, in love with you operating in your prime.